going to wait before the rest of the fighters come over. I want Top G, the star of the show, to give us a few words, and then he's going to make his way.
Yeah, obviously I didn't get the result I wanted, but truthfully the result I wanted was to see if I could still do it. 40 years old, 10 years retired, a little bit of time in a Romanian dungeon. It was always going to be a big ask against someone so much bigger than me, younger than me, more active than me, but I wanted a real challenge. I didn't want to fight a tin can, I didn't want to fight someone older than me or smaller than me. You know, I felt like I won the first 2 rounds, and then because he's 20 kilo heavier, he started leaning on me and sapped some energy. But I didn't quit, never give up, never retreat, never surrender, fight to the end, go out on your shield. So I have no excuses, training camp went fantastic. Time is the fire in which we all burn. Unfortunately, a 40-year-old is not a 22-year-old. But I gave it my absolute all, and I have nothing but respect for Chase. I have no excuses. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I'm not going to make up any reasons. He was the man who won. He deserves this victory. Truthfully, completely, and honestly, I'm actually very proud of him. And I'm glad to know that Misfits have a true champion, because he is a true champion. Because he showed tremendous heart and tremendous grit, and he fought to the end just like I did. So I'm not disappointed in myself. I don't operate from that frame. The only way I would be disappointed in myself is if I was too scared to fight at all. And when I first agreed to fight, when I told Nance, there was a conversation, and everyone said, Andrew, you're 40 years old. You just got out of jail. You've been through so much. You have so many problems. There's so much going on. Why would you do this? Why would you risk it all? Why would you get in there? And I felt a tinge of fear for the first time in my life. And that's when I knew I had to fight. Because the second I felt afraid, I knew I had to fight. I can't live doubting myself. Seeds of doubt grow into forests of inaction. I don't operate that way. If Chase and I had to fight again tomorrow, I'd go tomorrow still with 100% belief in myself, even though I know he just beat me. That's who I am. So I don't, the second I knew that, I was worried about it, I knew I had to do it. And I'm not afraid to lose, I'm afraid to not try. So once again, absolute respect to Chase. Complete respect to Chase, no excuses. I'm not going to give you any bullshit about injuries or any of that crap. He got in there, he fought against the odds, and he beat me, and he deserves full credit. He's a true champion.
I was going to say, I think that deserves a big round of applause. I will say, I want to add to that Andrew, you've been an absolute gentleman, an absolute pleasure to work with. I've said this in multiple interviews, the easiest person I have ever worked with. I was surprised. Obviously, I had no idea what to expect. I'd ask for one thing, he'd give me 10. I'd talk about a creative idea, he'd add 10 more. And it's been an honor working with you, and that speech is very inspiring to a lot of people. So I thank you very much for coming up tonight. Chase, fantastic performance. You said to me, I've never been punched that hard in my life. You stuck it out. You overcame the nerves, you overcame the odds, and we're all very proud of you on that journey. You were very emotional in the ring. And listen, you fought for Misfits on 1 week notice against BKFC champions, and you've just fought against the Top G. Thank you very much as well. You're a true champion.
Yeah, I want to obviously come out here and say thank you to Andrew. Obviously, that man, you guys have no idea. What I said in the ring is 100% truth. I was going through a really dark time. My close friends know about this, and I used to listen to this man talk every single day, 45 minutes, an hour, sometimes to the gym, to and from every podcast he says, and it really got me through that. And everybody asked me, like, what keeps you guys showing up, after the viral miss swing or the ground and pound, or even getting in there with BKFC champion Alan Belcher. And obviously it was Andrew that got me through that. He says a lot of things that resonate with a lot of different people, whether you believe it or not. And it was a full circle moment just getting to share the ring with somebody as skilled as him. And that's the hardest I've ever been punched, guys. I swear to God, I drew blood on my face. I didn't know what was going on. And he said if he said do it again tomorrow, it would just be an honor to be in there with him. And you know, this takes an army, this takes a team. Man, Taylor, Warren Spencer, Andrew, Tristan, everybody. And thank you guys for all coming out and supporting and all the love. And again, just thank you guys.
Yeah. Guys, give Chase one more round of applause. Yeah. And I guess that's the lesson. I'm not going to stay too long, but if there's any lesson in this, you know, for everybody at home, it's that it's okay to lose, but it's not okay to live with a what if. I can sleep knowing I lost. I couldn't sleep watching all the Misfits fights thinking I could have done it and not tried. I can't live that way. I'm not a what if guy. My life is going to be a tale of all the times I tried and succeeded and tried and failed. There's not going to be a single what if hanging over my head on my deathbed. And I just encourage everyone at home to do the exact same thing. If you're wondering about something or you're not sure about something, fucking go. Because you can live with a loss, you can't live with a what if.
I also just want to add, if he ever wants to run that back, I would love to share the ring with you again, Andrew. I love that. It'd be an honor, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good job, boys. Take some questions.
Andrew, will you do the rematch with Chase?
I think it's disrespectful for me to sit here after only fighting 20 minutes ago and start talking about rematches. It's his win. It's his day. We can talk about rematches later. But for now, Chase is the champion. He beat me fair and square.
Do you want to stay out here, or what's the plan?
My plan is to talk to the MAMs. Obviously, we've got huge plans for Misfits. I've got a lot to do in America, Dubai, all around the world. So I've got children to see and businesses to run, a lot to do. But first thing to do is to enjoy Christmas and see my children and start smoking again. So.
Andrew, do you still want to be at the top of Misfits and continue your position at the head of the company?
Yeah, I think I can bring a lot of value in terms of eyes. I think I can bring a lot of value in terms of ideas and a few of the things Mams and I have been talking about. And I'm very, very glad, you know, that we have a legitimate heavyweight champion. He's legitimate. I know he's legitimate. No one can say to me that we don't have a legitimate champion. Yes, we do. I fought him. Hard as fucking nails. So I think it's really disrespectful for me to sit here after just fighting and say, I want a rematch, all that dumb shit. This is Chase's. He won.
Andrew, obviously, in the build-up you have said you were very confident, you had an amazing camp, and you're confident you were going to win. What do you think caused the discrepancy in what you thought would happen and what would actually happen?
I think that, you know, fighters retire way earlier than 39 for a reason. Most of the time, you know, and I've been out for a very long time. Ring rust was always going to be an issue. Everybody knew that, including me. You know, I haven't had it easy last few years. I've been caught up with a lot of mess going on, a lot of pressure mentally, a lot of physical damage from Eastern European dungeons, etc. But I'm not a coward. I've told my story. When they said fight Chase, everyone said to me he's too young, too big. And I thought, yeah, he's too young, too big. And for a fraction of a second, I thought, wait, who the fuck is this? This is not Andrew Tate. Fuck him, let's go. So I'm happy I fought him. And if I knew I was going to lose, guess what? I would have still fought. And it's not about winning and losing, it's about fighting.
Andrew,
Yes, Simon.
hi.
How are you?
I'm great to see you. Do you feel the energy to take on another champion pretty soon?
If the stars align, yeah. I'm not saying I retire, but I think a lot of people make hasty decisions. You know, after losing a fight in front of the world, a lot of people, their egos are hurt, emotions are high, etc. I try and stay quite temperate. So right now, like I said, Chase's day, go home, chill, relax. But 4 of my beautiful children wait for me at home. We'll play with the kids. Maybe count my money to feel better. It's high. And by the time that's done, my eye will be healed. And we'll see.
You made the left.
Yeah.
I know we couldn't get the KSI Jake Paul fight, but what about Jake Paul and Andrew Tate fighting in the next?
I've got to win some fights first. I've got to win some fights.
Andrew, you made the 4 triple-digit times in your career. Psychologically, how did you feel coming back into this fight, given the magnitude of the time off?
If I had to explain the fight, I felt good. Fighting camp went good. I felt good psychologically. First couple rounds I was winning. I think when we start tying up, he's just really big, really young, really fit. And I think I got tired, but that's not an excuse in any regard. That's just him sticking to the right game plan and beating me up. So fair play to Chase. I've had lots of fights myself, and I don't like when people sit at the press and talk about this shit. Chase won. That's
And it seemed at times that you were losing your footing. Was that the case?
Ever been punched in the face, friend?
I have, yes.
Well, I mean, if you were going to hit a little harder, you wouldn't have such a question.
No, I meant just into the ring.
I mean, you're from the sun.
Hey guys in the back, can we have quiet, please?
We're mainstream media, that explains that. So, yeah, Chase is hard. It's 110 kilo heavyweight champion.
Question for Andrew Tate. As the new CEO of Misfits Boxing, I'm previously replacing KSI. Could that be a fight made in the near future, potentially?
You know, I think before any mega super fights, I need to win 2 or 3 fights first. You know, I think it's stupid for me to lose a fight and start saying a bunch of other people's names and all this shit. That's not how I am. I like to believe we're one of the most well-known people on the planet. I'm quite humble and quite proud. And I understand I just lost a fight. And for me to sit here and start calling out names is ridiculous. You know? Let me, like I said, finish Christmas, come back, win 2, 3, 4 fights. Ring rust is gone now, warm-up's over, etc., etc. Then we can talk about something.
Chase, congratulations, amazing performance. What's the overriding feeling that you have right now?
Honestly, guys, like I'm grateful for the opportunity. You know, Andrew could have fought anybody in the world, and I think that every champion on Misfits should go through trial by fire like that, because holy shit, like that man can punch, he's fast, he truly is a cobra, and I've had, you know, fought guys in Mexico, obviously fought guys on Misfits, Kells, big dudes, and Andrew's he's got something for everything. That man is quick, he can dodge, he can take a punch, and yeah, I think trial by fire is how Misfits should operate, and obviously he's the CEO, so he has executive orders and all that.
Tony, who's next?
Santa. Jingle these bells, let's go. Just being real, we're gonna go enjoy the rest of this month, and we'll figure that out in the next couple of weeks.
Chase, what fight do you think next is most realistic? We saw from first Misfits the sloppy punches that went viral. Now you beat the top G here in Dubai. So now what fight is most realistic, do you think, next?
Obviously, I just want to enjoy some time off, but yeah, obviously, I want to fight Tommy Fury. Obviously, I've been saying that for quite some time now. He fought KSI on the prime card, and obviously I fought the CEO, and yeah, I'm looking more towards that direction, and whatever Mams has for me, I always say yes. He never even has to ask twice. I just say, send me the contract, so.
That's true, I vouch. All right, one last question.
Tony?
What's up,
Was
Fred?
that the toughest fight? How does that fight against DeMoor in the rank in terms of all the fights you've had in your career? I know you had a lot of wars in the UFC. You had the fight against Happy.
Look, I can't throw kicks, I can't throw elbows, I can't take them down. It was just a whole situation, just staying composed, listening to my coaches, and trusting in everything that I did in camp. I knew he was going to be tough as fucking nails. Any person that signs on the dotted line is going to train. He's going to bring in absolutely everybody they possibly can to come in and kick my ass. So props to Warren and props to Tate for making sure that you guys did everything you possibly could to fucking get this job done. I'm going to be real, and thank you again, Mams, for doing this and giving me a platform to be able to compete for you guys. So I hope you guys are all in the Warren side.
Thank you, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we will see you in 2026.